I never wanted third-term presidency, says Obasanjo. Hello everyone, welcome to Newsport TV. Former President Chief Olusegun Obasanjo refuted claims that he wanted a third term as president of the country, noting that he would have if he did. Obasanjo, who stated this at a visual engagement organized by Africa Leadership Group, which has as theme leadership and nation building, and anchored by Pastor Itwa Igodalu, said, "I never asked for a third term. If I wanted a third term, I would have got it. I am audacious enough to know how to get it." He noted that getting debt relief for the country, which was almost impossible, was a pointer as he got it. He, however, stated that the biggest problem of Africa today is leadership, saying its impact on government and nation building. According to him, Nigeria is where we are because of leadership. We must decisively look for men and women who have the character, attributes, skill, and attitude that we need for leadership that will deliver this country. When asked if he would mobilize former head of state to support the candidature of the Labour Party's Peter Obi, having given him an open endorsement, Obasanjo said he will not go on campaign train for anybody. "I am not on his campaign train. I do not belong to any political party. I will not join any campaign train. I have said what is best for the country." Speaking on the Nigerian constitution, Obasanjo called for an amendment, noting that no constitution is perfect. Some people blame the constitution for everything in Nigeria. Of course, our constitution is not perfect, and there is no constitution that is perfect and cannot be amended. He said part of what should be included in the amended constitution is devolution of power. Obasanjo also queried how Nigerian lawmakers apportion salaries to themselves, noting that they go beyond the boundary of their lawmaking to give themselves obscene salaries. The lawmakers have no right to fix their own salary. The salary and bonus of our lawmakers is supposed to be fixed by revenue mobilization, but they took it upon themselves to do that. Where is that done? When I was there, whatever I believe should not be paid, since I have to release the fund I don't release. There was a time they threatened to impeach me. While lamenting the amount of petroleum products that are being stolen, which he said are mind-boggling, he said the level of corruption, kidnapping and banditry in the country is worrisome. With this type of situation, the economy will not grow the way it ought. People will not come and invest in a country that is not secure and safe. Unless there is investment, there will not be growth. We don't have absolute control over our oil industry. Since the discovery of oil in commercial quantities in 1956 up to date, we are still flaring gas. The amount of money we are flaring in gas is colossal. Those who are exploring and exploiting our soil didn't feel they need the gas. If all we have done is to produce that gas for our domestic use, by now, our situation would have been different. Meanwhile, Obasanjo has denied the allegation that he was planning to rig the 2023 presidential election in favor of Obi. Unverified media reports had alleged that Obasanjo gave the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, 5 billion naira to rig next month's presidential election in favor of Obi. The former president, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, is not responsible for the viral stories on some discredited platforms on the forthcoming general elections in Nigeria, his spokesperson Kehinde Akinyemi said in a statement. Akinyemi, special assistant on media to the former president, stressed that the viral story was completely false. Also, apart from the letters dated 1st January 2023 respectively, one which was addressed to the Nigerian youth and the other to Professor Toyin Ifalola on his 70th birthday, there has been no other public or private letter written to anybody by the former president. The reading public is for the opportune time reminded that only a statement duly signed by His Excellency Chief Olusegun Obasanjo or by his media assistant Kehinde Akinyemi are to be allowed into the media space. If need be, necessary checks can be made to confirm the authenticity of such documents before publication to avoid any embarrassment. The statement read. Okay, let's take a look at some of the comments. The commenter said, "Ironla, big lie, and you settled each senator 750 million naira to support your third-term agenda. Baba, you think say Nigeria no or we know here, but nothing we can do to it. After all the senators collected the money, all Hausa senators went to North for a meeting. When they come back to Abuja after their meeting, they now disagree with your third-term agenda, and that's how it's over. Another said, some said 50 million, you are saying 70 million. Which one we go believe? Make una leave Baba alone. He has said what he wants to say. Another person said, we know you deny it. Another person said, go and buy. He has maintained that he never did it, and none of those who claim he did it is yet to come out with any meaningful evidence. They only speak when he's not supporting their bid. Another person said, only a political novice will believe Obasanjo on third-term agenda. If he accepts, do you know its effect on his global personality? He will continue to deny this into his grave. It actually happened, but Democrats denied him. Another person said, you can tell that people are no fools. Another said, Baba Kai, to believe you on this particular issue will be very difficult. Only 20% of Nigerians will believe you, but 80% will disbelieve this your argument. For me, I didn't believe you. You definitely want it, only that it did not work. Another said, Baba, you wanted third term. Stop telling lies. On the allegation of paying INEC 5 billion, if you have respected yourself, nobody will come with such allegation. As an elder statesman, you ought to play the role of a senior citizen, not causing confusion. You cannot decide for Nigerians who to vote for. You have had your time, you didn't do anything. Instead, it was rigging upon rigging throughout your administration. Late Ibrahim Mantu, confronted to appear on national TV to clear yourself of fraudulent acts on elections you conducted. Another person said, this old man again, he was the one who started giving them bogus salaries. Councillor, 130k plus wife / girlfriend, 50k. He lied about third term again. Every mature Nigerian knew about it, and yet he's still denying. Stop it, old man. He should have kept quiet like the rest, but he knows they respect himself. We all know about SPV, Special Purpose Vehicle, and $16 billion borrowed for the electrification that never took off. He paid $12 billion to Paris Club for debt cancellation and borrowed $16 billion when he's about to leave government. Another person said, Obasanjo, you are a pathological liar. You wanted third term, you worked for it and wasted our money on it. You ought to be in jail. Those that worked for you on the project are still alive. You talk of devolution of power. You did, but you could not prevent devolution when you were in power. Lagos State created local government of which they have the right to create, but you scuttled it. This is untruthful and shows dishonesty. Okay, another said, he was president for good 8 years. How come he didn't talk about changing the constitution? Another person said, if OBJ did not want third term, why did he allow it to be promoted? Why did he not publicly rejected it? Who was bribing the National Assembly? Somebody else said, posterity will surely judge. Another person said, Baba Yabo can say that again because the old Nigerians knew the truth. Another person said, Nalai, you were even desperate and sustained your animosity with those who opposed your selfish agenda. In fact, Atiku may be one of the victims. Another said, why would an old great-grandpa lie like this? You wanted third term, but you failed woefully to achieve your goal. Another person said, old man, do you think we forgot? Another said, old man telling lies, only as presidents, removed 4 Senate presidents. Another said, lie from the pit of hell. Why the hatred on Atiku? Another person said, instead of this attack beating around the bush, those who have genuine documents should speak out for every Nigerian, or else the matter should be closed forever. Another person said, Obasanjo remains one of the most experienced, charismatic, and inspiring presidents Nigeria has ever had. Unlike Buhari, who ruled by proxy, speaks through proxies, Nigerians both home and abroad will stop for a moment whatever they are doing to listen to their president speak on national issues. All the deletion of people, fuel, gas, electricity, tariff increase, corruption, poverty scourge, insecurities, etc., the president keeps mum. Only his proxies speak their mind. Another person said, OBJ, the biggest fraud of modern Nigeria. What did you do when in power to correct all the challenges you itemize? Because these were all glaring during your time. And why are you afraid to campaign for your candidate the way you did in the 2007 elections? Another said, Sarah, you cannot get the third term, and even if you got it, then you might still not be around today. Another said, it's only a liar like you that will believe you. With your 16 years of PDP government, where are we after 16 years? No road, no infrastructure, but nothing. It's only a fool that will still listen to you. You and your followers have nothing to offer again. Another person said, this Baba is talking like someone who was never close to power. My question is, how many of the highlighted points did he execute as president and head of state? He had opportunity twice and failed the leadership test at both periods. Another said, it's when David Mark was campaigning for you and most PDP bigwigs, you didn't say a word. On many occasions, you said anybody who says Nigeria has not developed is a liar. But today, you're saying we are where we are because of bad government, which you are the head of bad leadership. What a double standard. Another said, I wonder denying that fact is normal, but it's like Obasanjo has forgotten he has ruled the country for 8 years. How does he tackle them, and what was his achievement on most of these issues? Another said, Obasanjo has the right and opportunity to have corrected all these wrongs he mentioned, but never did. He did his best but couldn't correct those ills that were really needed and desirable. Another said, Obasanjo, you cannot deny it. You planned it, but it failed. Accepting it will mean eroding all you have achieved globally. Another said, and you waited till today to refute this? Another said, old age has affected him. Elderly person lying. You said devolution of power, yet went ahead to seize Lagos Council funds. You kneeled down for article to support your third-term agenda. Okay, so these are the comments. And this is I think the first time or one of the few times that ex-president Olusegun Obasanjo would deny ever, requesting or wanting the third-term agenda when he was the president of Nigeria. What's your opinion on this? Please drop your comments in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you're an existing subscriber, thank you for joining. So our new subscriber, thank you also. Stay safe out there. God bless Nigeria, and bye for now.